Hello everybody, and welcome to another video by Koopafantasy, aka me. In this video, I'm going to go over my top 20, I think actually 25 running backs going into the 2012 fantasy football season. And since I don't like to waste your guys' time and keep you here for longer than I need to, I'm going to get right into it. Alright, rank number 1 running back going into this year is Arian Foster. No surprises there. He's been a monster the last 2 years. He was great last year, even while missing time. He plays the Texans, who have a phenomenal front or offensive line unit. There's a reason why he's been so steady, and there's a reason why Ben Tate was able to go for 900 yards and 4 or 5 TDs as a backup. That Texan offensive unit is just great right now. So Arian Foster, number 1 overall pick and number 1 overall running back. Number 2 running back is LaShawn McCoy, a guy I owned last year, and he was amazing for me. Not a week went by where this guy didn't have a TD and probably close to 100 yards. He did just sign a big contract. There's a bit of worries there that he might not have the same incentive to perform that he had last year. But I still think LaShawn McCoy is a great football player. Comes out of the backfield with lots of catches. He's so hard to tackle. I'd be pretty confident drafting this guy high. Number 3 overall running back is Ray Rice. This guy is the epitome of a workhorse. He's small, but he's so strong, and he works his tail off game in, game out. You got to be confident drafting Ray Rice. He's an all-purpose machine. Number 4 is MJD, who despite playing for the terrible Jacksonville Jaguars was amazing last year, leading the league in rushing by a couple hundred yards compared to the second best guy. So despite the situation he's in, MJD just seems to persevere no matter what. So you can draft him with confidence as well. My number 5 running back is Marshawn Lynch. This is where things start to waver a bit. Marshawn Lynch had a huge year last year, got paid. And I think he's still capable of doing great things. And I'm pretty sure being in Seattle with Carroll as the coach still, Pete Carroll, they're going to give Lynch the ball tons of times every game, and he's going to get yards. So I like Lynch at number 5. Number 6 is Ryan Matthews. A lot of hype around this guy right now. You type in Ryan Matthews on Google, and you'll get countless articles about this guy going into the season. The main thing here is the injury risk. Pretty much every single year of his pro career, he's had an injury. So there's the main downfall, but you got to love the upside, especially with Vincent Jackson leaving the Chargers. They're gonna there's no Mike Tolbert anymore, so it's gonna be a lot of Ryan Matthews provided he's healthy. Number 7 is CJ 2K or CJ Lame or whatever people want to call him these days, but he should have a full training camp. He's looking in a lot better shape. I'm expecting big things from CJ 2K this year. Number 8 pick is Sproles for the Saints. The guy runs, he catches balls in the backfield, he returns. Sproles, when you draft him, is going to help your team in numerous ways, pretty much every single week. Number 9, Michael Turner. Nothing fancy out of this guy. His yards per carry wasn't the greatest last year, but I'm still pretty sure he's going to get tons of carries for Atlanta. He won't be sharing too much with Jacquizz Rodgers just yet, so I'm pretty confident drafting Michael Turner as a top 10 running back. Some people think he's going to drop off this year, but I think he's got another year left in him. He still was a great fantasy running back last year, despite really not having a lot of hype around him. I think this year could be very similar. You won't hear about him a lot, but he'll still put up solid numbers. Alright, rounding out the top 10 is DeMarco Murray, who was sensational as a rookie for the Cowboys. I'm pretty sure, I don't see why they would ever go back to Felix Jones. He's pretty crap if you ask me. So if I was the Cowboys, I would be going DeMarco Murray all day. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. There's the main thing there. Number 11, Matt Forte. The main reason he's not in the top 10 is because of the timeshare he'll probably have with Michael Bush. The team doesn't really trust his knee right now. They've even come out and said so. So I don't know if I'm trusting Matt Forte to perform as a top 10 running back this year. Number 12, Trent Richardson. I was kind of sketchy putting a rookie this high. But the thing is, he's going to get like 20 carries a game. That team has no offense outside of him. They have a new rookie quarterback, and Greg Little's looking like an alright wide receiver. But I think this team is going to depend on Richardson to pound the ball game in, game out, even as a rookie. Number 13, Darren McFadden. I wanted to put McFadden above Trent Richardson, but I just can't guarantee McFadden will play 14, 15, 16 games for you, which I think Richardson will. So McFadden, draft with caution, but if he plays a full season, he's going to be amazing. Number 14, Jamal Charles. He was the first guy to go down with injury last year with ACL. He's had tons of time to recuperate, and I'm expecting some pretty big things from Jamal Charles, despite the fact that he'll be sharing with Peyton Hillis. I think Peyton Hillis will be the backup, and Jamal Charles only needs 10 carries to have a great game. We've seen that from him in the past. Number 15, Ahmad Bradshaw. I got a lot of hype on this guy this year. I think he's got potential to be huge for the Giants. He won't be sharing the ball as much now that Brandon Jacobs is gone. I think Ahmad Bradshaw could do very similar things as to last year, but with more touchdowns. Number 16 is Steven Jackson, the workhorse of the league. I don't think he's gone below 1,000 yards since like 2004, which is like probably like his rookie year or something. Steven Jackson, if you draft him, you might not get anything spectacular, but you're going to get 1,000 yards, and you're probably going to get like 7 minimum TDs. Number 17, Frank Gore, was really dependable last year, despite he's had a history of injuries and stuff like that. But last year he played, I think it was 14 plus games, and he was pretty effective in almost all of them. And the way that team plays, they like to pound the ball, control the game with their defense and their running game. So Frank Gore should be another valuable running back here, ranked at number 17. Number 18 running back is Fred Jackson for the Bills. He'll be sharing the ball with C.J. Spiller, who some people think is going to have a huge year. I'm not so high on C.J. Spiller, but because of just him being there, I'm a little bit worried about Fred Jackson having the huge season like he was having last year before he went down to injury. So right now, Fred Jackson stays at number 18. Just above of number 19, Adrian Peterson, perennially the number 1 running back, number 1 draft pick in NFL drafts. And the thing here is Adrian Peterson could end up being ready for the beginning of the season. He's a bit of a freak in the sense that he's healing very fast. His rehab is going great, apparently. And if Adrian Peterson is down around like this ranking on other people's drafts, I could see him moving up before the season starts, because there's so many guys ahead of him who've also had injuries. They're in committees and stuff like that. And if you can get Adrian Peterson to join your team halfway through the season, or maybe even a bit earlier, and have him play the way he did last year and the year before, that could be a great steal late in rounds. People thinking he won't be ready for the season to start. Number 20 is kind of in the same boat, Rashard Mendenhall, except I'm not as pumped on him. He's pretty much guaranteed to miss a few games to start the season. You could go out and draft Isaac Redman and then get Mendenhall as well to kind of have both of them to handcuff, but I don't know if that's a strategy I'd be going for. It's a lot of commitment on 2 picks that you might have to even go pretty early with. Number 21, Beanie Wells for Arizona, was great last year. And I think Arizona was a bit of a surprise, winning 7 of the last 9 games. And if they want to keep their success from last year going, they're going to need some success from Beanie Wells. And I think he's going to have a good season. I think we're going to have to see a couple 100-yard games out of him. And I think he's going to break 1,000 yards this season. Number 22 is Willis McGahee. He could end up being paid dividends by the signing of Peyton Manning. If Peyton Manning ends up coming out slinging the ball the way he used to, that could really clear up some running lanes for Willis McGahee, so don't sleep on him this year, especially if he falls in drafts. He could end up being a great backup or RB2 for you. Number 23 is Roy Halou at Washington. I love Halou as a player, as do many other people. It's just the whole Mike Shanahan. You almost can never trust a running back who plays on his teams. So Roy Halou, I would like to put him on the team if I could, but don't draft him as a starting running back. Maybe draft him as a backup. That will end up maybe winning you leagues later in the season. And then number 24 and 25, I have Reggie Bush and Sean Green for Dolphins and Jets. I'm a Dolphins fan myself, and although Reggie claims he wants to have the running title, I don't see it happening. I see him struggling for 1,000 yards, struggling to get 6, 7, 8 TDs. Same thing with Sean Green. Maybe a bit more faith in him, just because I think the Jets might want to go back to their run approach since they were pretty crap last year, having Sanchez sling the ball around. And then finally, my honorable mention is Doug Martin for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I would not be surprised if this guy usurps LeGarrette Blount as the number 1 running back there, and he looks to be the team has even said he's a 3-down back. They love what he can do, so don't be surprised if Doug Martin ends up playing 3 downs for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by the time this season is halfway through or something like that. Alright guys, so you have now heard my top 25 running backs. I'm going to end this video now. Please check out my blog at koopafantasy.wordpress.com. Follow me on Twitter @Blackie, the color IE _Mike, Blackie _Mike. Or just put Koopafantasy, that's my tag. My Twitter handle is Black_Mike, but my name is Koopafantasy. So find me on Twitter, read my blog. I love comments, I love feedback. I don't like arguments, I like getting the detailed conversation with people. Maybe debating. I like to debate more than I like to argue with people. So if you want to come on there and you're not really agreeing with my picks, or you think I've missed something, or you just want to chit-chat about fantasy football, that's all I love to do, guys. So don't be afraid to hit me up. Koopafantasy.wordpress.com, Blackie _Mike on Twitter. This is Koopa Fantasy. I'll see you guys later.